Good morning. Pre oil and cone. Yes, I got my little. Good morning. Good morning, you. Here's a little update and something that's in my head for a tip. Someone I know it's true, but here's the proof. The beets are looking good. Those might survive. And these sunflowers I put in here coming up. But the tip before I forget, this is rows of corn. I think it's one, two. Each one got two rows. That's sweet corn. That's popcorn. But if you look down the aisle, you probably see one. Let me look for it. There's two. I didn't even see that one. Where's that one at? Yeah, two, three. Is that a third one down there? Three. Yeah, there's three corn that I count. Maybe four. You're not sure because, it might be grass. This one right here. But I planted this corn, I want to say 3 weeks ago. Um, but I just planted it out the bag. That's why these bags are here. And it's probably gonna come up. And I say probably because it could be two reasons. Well, one, it's not two reasons. I shouldn't say that because this is pretty fertile ground back here. It's not as fertile as the front, but I've had some experience with this before, and I'm not, you know, especially trained or qualified, but it's been my experience when you soak your seeds, especially like hard seeds like corn and beans, you get a better, they sprout better. Because soaking most beans or corns and most seeds soaking them, except for, well, we'll get into the hybrid conversation. But a lot of seeds, you know, sprout within, they germinate like how you soak your beans before you cook them because you want to get them to germinate because that changes the constitution of them so you don't get gas. It makes them more edible for you. Um, the germinating is the process before the sprouting. So most beans and most seeds is like 8 hours germinate, which I tell you overnight or 24 hours. So usually I soak something 24 hours. And you can see here as a result, this is the difference. Like right here, I got two rows here, but you only see like three corn coming up in a row. And I've been watering this pretty consistent, like almost every day. What you're supposed to do, because you need the water to get them to sprout. Especially when you first start seeds, you gotta. It'd be nice if you could water it, if you can. Sometimes you can't. If you out in open fields, you gotta hope for the rain. But I pretty much water this every other day. Every day. But I planted these like 3 weeks ago, and you see, got one. Where's my hand? One, two. There's one, two. Three that I can see. Might be some more coming up. That's why I don't go crazy with the weed, and I try to hand weed first, because yesterday I went breaking with the weeder and had forgotten that I planted some sprouting was it habanero peppers. I probably weeded out all my peppers. Right? And yeah, you don't want to, that's why I'm careful with the weeding at first till I can identify what you planted versus what's, because they're like here, it's a lot of weeds. And I went through this morning and picked some, but you know, until it's very clear and evident what's yours, you don't want to go crazy with the weeding. Like I know that these are weeds. I know these are weeds. These I know. I see these. I can pick them out. And I'm getting off track here, but hold on with me. I know these are weeds. I'm pretty sure these are weeds. But these, you lay these on the ground and they'll be growing again because they pretty tough. But and these here I put here sage seeds. See sage. Now here's a. I know I put carrots down here, and there's a carrot coming up. But when they first start coming up, you know, sometimes for me it's hard to identify. And sometimes, to be honest with you, if I don't mark it good enough, or if I don't mark it at all, it's hard for me to remember what I put there. Because you got to mark your stuff. It's sometimes you think you can, oh, I can remember it, but it's better to write it down, put it, you know, use wood or these little sticks or whatever. It helps. So there's my sage. You know, I know that's sage. Kind of know what it looks like. But when they babies, it's kind of hard to tell. They all look like, they're all little sprouts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it might be a corn in here coming up. If you just go weeding, you might kill it. So, there's one. There's a corn. See, if I just come through here scratching through, I might kill it. But these are coming up. Either way. Hoping not stepping on one. That's why this is not a very good, it's not a good, how can I say it? Anyway, that's a good row. Like I know where to step. This is kind of like, I kind of know where the rows are. I'm losing my focus here. Okay. But then you see, 1, 2, 3, you know, 4, 5, 6 corns. 3 weeks ago, right out the bag, watering every day. You know, this is good soil. I think I added a little bit of compost to it. Let's go over here and check this out. I planted this a week and a half ago, maybe. I know I was working out here last week, maybe 2 weeks. Yeah. Not last week, but the week before last. I planted this. 2 weeks, I want to say. But this was planted way after I planted that. And look at that, bro. These I soaked overnight. Just one day before, just the day before I put them in the water. And came out here, did the work and planted them. But look at it, look at them. Look at how they're coming up. I don't know if you can see that. The whole row's coming up. The whole row. Sunflower seeds don't need no help. These are sunflower seeds. They're wonderful. They don't need any help. But the corn I've noticed, you know, and it's Indian corn. It's a different kind of corn. I'm gonna hopefully make some grits and some cornmeal out of this. But look at them rows. Look how they're coming up. And they coming up, you know. I know where the corn is. Over back there. I'm hoping and wishing. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come up. But it's not gonna come up. It just soaking it overnight helps helps to germinate. You get better. I've gotten better results. So sometimes you be planting and you like, oh, I want to get this in the ground now. You know, you be in the mood or the mode or having the time, but it's stuff like beans and corn and really hard seeds and stuff like that. It's better to soak it overnight. Some packages tell you it's better to soak it over like these parsnips that tell you you should soak them before you plant them. But I'm pretty sure that works with most seeds. You know, 8 hours in water, it won't kill them. They just started. They come to life. They just start moving and popping. Except some seeds, some original plants only germinate during their season. Like you can try and soak them, but they're not gonna pop until it's spring. Like they programmed with the planet. A lot of these seeds as we using is they've been manipulated with, so you can germinate them anytime. Or they're different. I don't know. I can't say that because I don't 100% know. But some seeds you can't soak them and they germinate pop. A lot of these seeds you can. Soaking helps. Some seeds don't need a lot of help. Corn, I've noticed, needs help. So, and this is my proof right here. Yeah. So you just plant some corn, depending on how much you got, just put it in. All I needed was a little. I soaked mine. What I put there, I soaked in a little glass jar overnight. Here's I don't need sunflowers. If half of them make it, I'll be happy. But they were sprouting on my compost pile, which let me know that the quails in there fighting, chasing each other around the dam. I found these sprouting on the compost pile, and yeah, I got distracted by it, and I made this little plot for it. Didn't take long, but of course they look wilting because they just been transplanted yesterday. But if half of them make it, that'll be great. But that was nice. They were sprouting, so I figured why waste them. If you ever watch sunflower grow, man, it's that one little seed, man. You getting, I don't know how many seeds you get on it. It's got to be more than 100. Probably like 300 or 400 seeds you getting from one seed. You like 300, 200, at least 100 to 1. It's an incredible multiplier, man. Like, you gotta see a sunflower. See that one seed, it grow up, get tall as me in one season, and the head's got like 100, 300 seeds. Might be more than that. I've never counted them, but I know it's over 100. It's a multiplier. Multiplier. And I gotta get one more refill, and then I go to work. It's time to heal these potatoes the best way I can, because I'm not working with a tractor situation. That would be nice if I had a row and it just come by, just heal them up. Hey, that would be nice. But if I'm gonna heal these, I'm gonna have to do it with a wheelbarrow. And I really want to heal them. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment. It ain't that much. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 wheelbarrows of dirt. I don't know where I'm gonna get dirt from because I ain't buying it. I might go dig up something in the back and bring it up front and heal these. But it's time. They're big enough to heal. And if you heal them, if you put the dirt around them, they grow more tubers, more potatoes than if you don't. So I imagine you might get twice as much, So why not? Because I do eat potatoes. I don't know about you. And I got to mulch this, chip it. I got to chip all of this. I've just about cleared this back. I wish I could say back 40. Back 40. Ah, man, I ain't even got 1 acre. But I I've about cleared this. It's a couple more trees back there. But I'm thinking that that I got enough room to put. I'm thinking I could have some turkeys. I'm build a little fence around here. I might have enough room for 3 sheep, 3 sheep. I can't afford them right now. Not this spring. Maybe next spring. I'll have some sheep. And I realized that these are fig trees, and I know I ordered my son to cut them down. I didn't know they were fig trees. Well, that's why it's rough, man. When you come in, and you start cutting stuff. You don't know what you're cutting. I hadn't brought a fig tree yet, and I didn't even know what it looked like. But this thing keeps coming back. It's gonna come back. That's a fig tree. I don't know if you can see that tall. You probably can't see it. It's a fig tree. This one's standing tall here. That's a fig tree. A fig. Yeah, I paid like $8 to $15 for fig trees. There's 2 of them. This one's probably big. It's probably fruiting. It needs to be pruned and fruit. This was a fig tree over here. It's trying to make it, but I don't think it's gonna make it. That's part of one. Whatever this tree fell on. But that's it, man. Yeah, I think this is space enough. I could have some turkeys and a couple of sheep back here. I think I'm gonna put the turkey pen back here. And they can stay back here. And when I put up a fence, I can let them out. Because back here there's a hill. I can let them eat up all this kudzu. Matter of fact, my neighbor said, man, you should do that. They'd appreciate it. You see them vines that's growing over the trees? They'll eat all of that. Like that. This won't exist no more. This won't look like, if I let them loose back here. Because down there is a stream. And I don't think that's, I think it's just general property. I don't think it's anybody's property. But down there is a stream. If I let them loose, if I can train them so they don't get kidnapped or killed, I can let them pasture this, and this will look good again once they've been cut loose on it. Like this won't look like a jungle anymore. It look like a pasture, and the trees will come back. It'll be trees and it'll be grass. It won't be this jungle looking. There's stuff there, that kudzu, that's good nutritious stuff, and they'll eat it. The chickens love it. Even chickens would clear out that kudzu. Chickens would eat all of that kudzu. So that's what I've been meditating on. I think I was thinking about sheep because yesterday was Passover. You're supposed to have some lamb on Passover. So you remember when the Lord passed us over in Egypt and didn't kill our firstborn like he did all the Hamites. So he did it before, do it again. That's it, man. Yeah, I got to clear that. I got to chip that, and I think I'm avoiding it. Kind of looking at everything to do except it, but I need to get to it. Yeah, chip that, and that's it. What we got going here? The radishes looking good. Mr. Mosquito out in the middle of the day. I don't know what you think you're doing. Miss Mosquito. Look at those radishes. Man, that's wonderful. And I gotta chip these. These are the trees from the back quarter. Back 40. Oh man. Yeah. So I got some chipping. I gotta cut them with my shears first. I'll snip them down so they fit in the chipper, and then chip them. But once again, tip of the day: if you're gonna grow some corn or some beans, or most seeds, soaking them overnight gives you amazing results. That stuff is probably gonna come up. It's gonna have you, especially if you're out watering every day. You're gonna be looking for it after the first week. Get into the second week, you'll be like, man, it's because some stuff don't come up. Some stuff you plant, either the birds eat it, it don't germinate, it might be old seed, the soil might not be good enough. You plant some stuff, you know, sometimes I've gotten a 30%, 20% yield out of what I plant. I know what I planted, but what comes up, man, you know, if you get 50 or 60%, but if you germinate, I swear it's almost, you get 80, 90%. The birds not always eating them. A lot of times the stuff just ain't sprouting. You know, if something in the soil ain't right, you didn't water it enough, or the seed's not very viable, which means it's dead. You know, I got a lot of our seed I've been dealing with is like seeds from I brought from when I was in Minnesota. 'Cause I ain't gonna mind all the seed. I figure I was trying to use them. So I know they're not as viable as they more than 2 years old. Which seed lasts quite a long time, but the best viable seeds is the seeds from last year and the year before. So there's a difference. Not soaked, you know, 35 that I can see. Corn coming up from 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago. It might have been 4 weeks ago I planted that. I lose track. And soaked. Look at that. You can see that. That's just like, look at that. They're coming up like champions. This corn gonna come up and it's gonna give Mr. Rooster and Miss Chicken some shade because the sun's being strong over here. They ain't got no cover. It's gonna give some cover. And it's gonna give me some grits. Some pretty color grits. They like that. Alright everybody. I'm gonna get a refill. And I'm gonna go do some work today. Do it today. It's Sunday. It's the first day of the week. I remember the Passover. I don't mess with all them other holidays. Because they ain't holy. They're more like folly days. They're killing you slowly. I'm out. Shalom. Peace.